House hacking is one of the most popular ways that anyone can get into rental investing, but do you know what type of house hacking you want to do and how to even start? In this video, I'm going to be diving into 6 specific steps that you need to consider and that you need to take to start house hacking. Now, real quick, before we do anything, what is house hacking? House hacking is a really unique way to save money on your monthly expenses and to make it so that you can dip your toe into rental investing and to really become a rental investor, save money, and eventually achieve debt freedom or financial freedom. Some people use house hacking as simply a way to save hundreds or thousands of dollars a month, and some people use it to grow their wealth and to, again, achieve one of those great financial goals. Now, before we begin, be sure to go check out the video down in the description below that will go over exactly everything that we're going today and will give you a ton more information so that you can dive into house hacking. So like I said, let's go into our 6 ways to start house hacking. Now, your first step is to get your finances in order. The reason why this step is so important, and a lot of people hate to hear this one, to be honest. A lot of people want to just have the steps of like, this is how you find a property, this is how you get started, and go. But it's so important to consider that house hacking, the key behind it is to save money in order to do something you want to achieve, right? Now, in order to get your finances in order, to do this, you need to first know your net worth. I personally use Personal Capital. It's an awesome app that you can use for free to track your net worth. And then also it's important to, maybe you don't want to have a budget, but to track your income and expenses. So every month, just at least seeing how much money that you made and seeing how much money that goes out, potentially looking for ways to save a little bit of money. If you're going to get into rental investing, which house hacking is a form of rental investing, then it is key that you have an idea of how your personal finances work, how money cash flows, so it goes in and out every month in your life, and then also just so that you have a good control of your money, because if you're going to start having more money, it's important that you know how to use it right. Step 2 is so important, and it's to get your family on board. House hacking, like I said, is a bit of a sacrifice. It requires you to potentially rent out your entire house, live in an RV, redo some of your home so you can have another family living in it. There's so many things, okay? So many ways that you can do house hacking. The most important is getting your spouse on board, because this could, again, potentially mean moving into a different area, different neighborhood, different home. This could be opening up your home to a stranger. This could mean a lot of things. So getting into house hacking, although it sounds great, and it is great, it can be a bit of a burden to other family members. The way around this is to really just start introducing it. There's a book called The House Hacking Strategy by Craig Curlip that I absolutely recommend if you want to learn more about house hacking. And honestly, doing something like having them watch videos and learn more together about it and deciding together how you'd want to house hack is so important compared to just saying, okay, we're moving. Now, the third step that you need to consider is choosing your house hacking method. So, like I said, there are 8 different types of house hacking methods, and each of them are very different. I have a video over it, go watch it, but here are the different types. There's buying and living in a multifamily property. There's renting out a room in your home. Then you can rent out your entire home while you live in one room. Then you have the option of mother-in-law suites, renting those out, additional dwelling units, mobile homes, RVs, and living in those while you rent out your home, live-in flipping, and Airbnb renting. And so there's a lot of different ways, and all the strategies are done differently. So go check out that article, go check out the video, go learn about it, and go do some research, because this step is all about deciding on what form of house hacking that you're ready for. The next step is to learn your local laws and regulations. Now, I understand this step sounds really boring. Understandably, laws and regulations, boo, no fun. But it's just important to consider that some suburbs, some towns, some areas have some local laws that actually don't allow you to do some types of house hacking, whether it be the Airbnbs or whether it be having an RV or mobile home on your property. There are some types of house hacking that are not allowed in your area. So if you choose a certain type, it may require you to move, or you may have to go choose a different type of house hacking. The 5th step before you start diving into house hacking is to learn from the best. Now, what I mean is this. There are people who are YouTubers, there are bloggers, there are local investors, and people in your area who house hack, and specifically will house hack in the way that you choose to do. So it's so important. I always recommend that you do your research first so you know what you're getting into, because some of these house hacking methods are a few years worth, right? Some of them are like literally purchasing a multi-$100 property. Some of them are dedicating 2 years, like being in a live and flip. And so it's important to at least maybe sit down for coffee or have a Zoom meeting or something with someone who does it so that you know the pros, the cons, and what to look out for. The sixth step to starting house hacking is this: start house hacking. Now I understand what you may be thinking. Okay, sounds simple enough. But the problem so many people have is that they get afraid to house hack, right? When it comes to rental investing, I have seen over again on different BiggerPockets forums, Facebook rental investing forums and chats that people just are too afraid to start. And when it comes to changing up your living expenses, when it comes to changing up your living situation, understandably, different family members, neighbors, people may have their judgments, okay? While you'll be sitting there, you'll say, I could save $1,500 a month. Other people may look at you and be like, you're inviting another person into your house, or you're renting out your entire home and living in your garage? What on earth? Understandably, people may judge, and so a lot of people end up not going through with it. House hacking has so many pros, and a lot of time, it's a short-term situation. So getting started is so important. And to do that, I recommend having an accountability partner. So someone who you can regularly meet with, having an investing mentor, or someone who does it, who you could check in with and get recommendations and suggestions from. And then also having your family on board. I know I mentioned that before, but having them on board and having them understand the reason behind why you're house hacking is so critical. All right, you guys, hopefully you enjoyed this quick video about how to start house hacking and the different steps to consider to get started. So go check out the free rental investing course and series that I have both on my website and on my YouTube channel so that you can grow in your knowledge of rental investing and grow your wealth to achieve your financial goals. Thanks for watching.